What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Max. In today's video, I'm doing another unboxing video on the LG C3. Now, if you could do me a favor by hitting that like button and the subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and undo the unboxing. Alright, so for this one, I decided to go ahead and review the LG C3. And the reason for this is I'm actually thinking about looking for a new monitor. The reason why I got the 55 inch is because the 48 inch is not available. Actually, I'm really looking for a 42 inch version, but those are kind of like the reasons why I had to end up getting the 55 inch. But I want to go ahead and test this out to see if I actually really like this TV or not. So I want to go ahead and just see how this goes. So you got the instructions right here. And look like these are, look like this might be part of the stand or the back covering. I think it's more of the back covering. Look like the instructions and cords. So I'm about to go over that in more detail. So usually I get a lot bigger sizes, but as I mentioned before, I am looking for a new monitor because currently right now, if you're already subscribed to the channel, I have a Samsung LG G7 monitor. It's only a 27 inch, so I already know this is going to be a really big upgrade compared to the LG G7. The LG G7 has been doing me well, but I am looking for something a little bit bigger. 42 inches to be exact, or 48 inches if I have to budge. But yeah, just like how I mentioned before, getting the 55 inch to see how this works. But looking at this, yeah, the 55 is a good size. Actually, it's a lot smaller than I thought it would be. But as in looking at the boxing, LG did a really good job with the packaging and everything. So they got extra padding. That padding just fell off. So what I'm about to go ahead and do is flip the TV over, just like have you seen in my previous unboxing videos. And let me go ahead and go through the setup. So the stand said it works for, I don't know if you can see this, but 55 to 65 inch. So yeah, this is a pretty nice stand. Yeah, I think from what I'm looking at here, oops, I didn't put this in camera correctly. Yeah, you go ahead and put this piece. So right here. Yeah, these are screws you're supposed to use for the stand. So if anyone's running, you gotta go ahead and put the screws in here. So let me go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If anyone is wondering, so you take this screw and you put it in here. And then the other one is right here too. So if anyone's curious, and then you just screw this on. I just gotta line this up to the back of this TV right here. And I gotta put the screws in there. And it should be good to go. And the screws that you're supposed to use, and you really can't see, but it has a diagram right here, which I thought was pretty helpful, that LG has provided. Alright, so now that I got all this out the way, I'm about to go ahead and flip this over. So, and I just do it really slowly. I'm about to go ahead and lift this up. This is the cover that I was talking about here. Alright, so if you didn't know, so you got 4 HDMI 2.1. You got here with HDMI 2 being eARC right here. You got 3 USB, landline, optical. You got for the antenna, cable, And then you got the IR blaster right here doing the peel, which is one of the best things about LG. I love how they have this on here. Samsung has it as well. Sony, I don't know why you don't have this protective shield, but you should do it on your TVs. But yeah, this is kind of like one of the best things on here. So far, it is clean. I want to go ahead and show the remote. So, same remote as every year. Nothing really new or different with LG remotes. I will say this, LG, I think it's time for an upgrade. I mean, the remote's okay, but the numbers, not a lot of people really use numbers like they used to, but I wish it was more sleeker and thinner, kind of like how the Sony remotes are and the Samsung and stuff. So it's just something just to think about. There's a setup.
Press the OK button, wheel, on your remote. OK, language, English, check. The magic remote is connected successfully.
Detroit. So I am not going to go through the mobile device part, so I'm just going to go ahead and... So this is pretty neat. So going to this. So this is AI Sound Pro. It's a nice little intro. So sorry, got apps installed. Alright, so I do have an update on this one. So this one is version 3.10.55. So I'm about to go ahead and update this right now. So see once I go ahead and update this. But yeah, this is a home menu, the home screen, which is decent. I'm about to go ahead and play around with this a little bit more, but so far so good. No issues at the moment. The only thing I did have was an issue where I was trying to do the user agreement and it didn't download, but I don't think it's anything bad with that. But I was able to sign up on the internet, and I'm about to go ahead and play around with the TV. So far so good. TV is nice. C3 still got to play with the settings, but let me kind of like go through here and go through the settings for a second. Right now I'm playing on my Apple TV, but if anyone is curious, this is a home menu, home screen, excuse me, from the LG side. You can see here, this is the Apple TV, but here's the apps right now at the bottom of it. So home menu is decent. I could say that. Still a little bit busy, but other than that, it's I can say it's good. Is it better than Samsung Tizen? I could say both of them are. I would say LG is better, just simply because it's a lot easier to get to the menus faster than Samsung. If anyone is curious. But ultimately, I do like the Google TV, Google OS system a lot better because I feel like that is a lot cleaner. But that's just my opinion, first thing that I see. But if anyone is curious, this is my picture mode. I'm using Cinema. You could go through these settings. So personalized picture, I could go through that real quick. Haven't tried it yet, but let's try it for the first time. But yeah, I got this personalized picture wizard. So let's go ahead and start there. Interesting. So it asks you some questions. Select up the 2 images preferred for picture quality among these images. I'm just going to just pick something random. Kind of like get an idea, but And then from here, it says select up to 2 images for preferred picture quality among the images. So what kind of picture do you like? I don't know if this really works, but let's go ahead and just try this out. I'm just throwing in some stuff. Next, ask me what I prefer. I find this kind of interesting. I just don't know how well the AI is going to work on this, so we just go from there. Yeah, so if you go through this, it's kind of up to your preferences, what you like, but so far it's decent. So, all right, so went through this. It's kind of like my picture before and after. I guess it's more vibrant, but actually I kind of don't like this, to be honest with you. I kind of like the more detail towards the left. If you look to the left a little bit, it's a lot more detailed, especially when it comes to the rocks. I'm just throwing this out there. Compared to the right, it looks a little bit blurred, but it is, I guess you could say, more saturated on the right. So the question is, do I want to have this? No, I don't. So that's just my preference. That's right, I keep it as it is. But if anyone is curious about this whole Picture Pro side, then personally, Picture Wizard, that's kind of like your idea. So do you want to continue? And no, I do not. Exit. Press the wrong button by mistake. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I could show, make sure that, I do not like Vivid. All right, go back to Cinema on here. Go into Advanced Settings. So I'm going through pretty much all the settings here. This is default, so I gotta play with this a little bit more. But I am not using Picture Wizard. If anyone is curious. General. What I went ahead and did for energy saving, just throwing this out here, I kept this off because you want to have the maximum brightness. But if anyone is curious, keep that off. System. Let me see here, additional settings. I want to make sure all this is squared away too. OLED here, something that I like to do. OLED panel, so if anyone is wondering, adjust logo brightness, I keep this as off as well too. If anyone is curious, so screen move, I take this off just because that you're not getting the picture as detailed as you would if you have this on, and it doesn't really do anything in my opinion. But you can see how it starts to shift, so I take this off. So just throwing it out there. If anybody's wondering, I will say the sound, the AI Pro, is decent for some TV speakers. Is it better than the Samsung S95C? That's to be determined. I have to play with that a little bit more. But let me go to support. Let everyone know that I am on the latest software, if anyone is curious. But yeah, this is the home screen right here. Go to apps. Haven't really played with this that much. But let's go ahead and go through here. Yeah, so that's the app screen. So let me go ahead and play a quick demo on here. So just to kind of give everyone kind of like an idea. And one thing I could say, this is a 55-inch on the C3. It looks good. I am looking at the detail. Yeah, it's a smaller screen than my 85-inch X95K, but what I want to do is I want to do a comparison with, let me go ahead and get out of this right quick and see if I do something new. Try something new with this. So what I want to do is I want to compare this C3, LG C3 against my Sony A90J. I think that would be more of a better comparison than anything else. So this is kind of strange. I always put it on cinema, and I don't know if it maybe I just have to play with this a little bit more, but I don't know why it goes to auto power save. So I'm in cinema, making sure everything is good, hopefully. Okay, that's off. OLED panel. Okay, so this is off. I'm just making sure I go through the energy saving. Let me go here. Yeah, it's off as well. Okay, I was making sure because for some reason it went to a different picture setting for whatever reason. But going back to here, yeah, it's a nice looking TV. So far as in getting this set up, it's pretty easy to do an unboxing and quick setup on the 55-inch. The stand is easy to do. The remote is good. I wish they did some updates on the remote because this is the same exact remote that is on the C1, but it's okay. But I wish LG would do some updates on the remote. But as in picture wise, settings, home screen, yeah, everything looks good. I know I'm just gonna have to play with this a little bit more. I do know some posterization when I was playing this demo. It just went by right here. Posterization in certain areas. You may not see the one, but in this area right here, that's one thing I have noticed. I haven't seen that on the Sony side, but yeah, that's one thing that I noticed. But besides that, yeah, so far so good. So let me know in the comments what everyone's thoughts are. And if you could do me a favor by hitting that like button and the subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. But if anyone wants my initial impressions so far on the TV, I think the LG C3 is good. I think the price is a little bit high as it is right now. But let me go ahead and end this video. Until next time, I'll see everyone on the next video. And thanks again. Take care. Bye.